All right, we're here with head coach Clarissa Crowell for our MAC tournament edition of our weekly press conference. Coach, starting with the sweep of Buffalo last weekend, do you feel the offense got back on track after scoring 28 runs in those three games?
I mean, obviously, you said it yourself. We scored 28 runs in 3 games. That's a lot of runs to score. I'd like to start with game one and just commending Amber. She threw a great game. She had 10 strikeouts that game. And again, the defense played really well. So, from a pitching and defensive standpoint, we're doing a really good job. Got some great innings out of Carly and Kelsey as well this weekend. So, on top of our offensive explosion basically this weekend, I think we've finally put all three together. So yes, overall very, very good weekend in Buffalo for us.
All right. Well, I'm sure there was some disappointment in not getting the MAC
Yes.
regular season crown. Do you take pride in the fact that the team did everything it possibly could for it this past weekend?
Going into this week, we told the kids that all we can do is control the controllables, which is control what we need to do, which is a sweep. And our kids were able to do that. I'd be lying if I sat here and said that we weren't disappointed in the outcome. And when you lose the regular season championship by half a game, that's really tough. And we made the decision as a coaching staff after we won the first game on Saturday to just let them know what had happened, because as much as our coaching staff would want our kids to just focus on the game and not think about what happened in the Kent State Akron series, I mean, it's just nearly impossible. So, we told them after the second game what had happened with the Kent game and that Kent had won. And I think we kind of started that game with heavy hearts. We didn't have the best of half innings in that first inning against Buffalo, but I just love the way that our kids responded, after we came out a little sluggish in game two on Saturday. They responded huge. We put up 8 runs. I think we hit 4 or 5 home runs in the game, and we scored 16 runs. And the biggest thing for us was to finish the weekend off on a strong note to carry momentum into the MAC tournament, and we couldn't have played any better after that first inning. So I'm very pleased with our kids for just staying the course and finishing the weekend off on a strong note.
So now moving on to the MAC tournament. The Redhawks drew Toledo in the first round. A few weeks ago, the Rockets were 8-31 overall and 3-11 in the MAC, and seemingly going nowhere. Then a win streak of 13 straight games, which included 9 league games, happened, and that they enter the tournament as easily the hottest team. What do you think has been the secret behind them turning it around, and what will it take to get the victory on Wednesday?
First off, hats off to the Toledo coaching staff. I think Coach Butler is a very good coach. But to be honest, we're not worried about Toledo, and we're not worried about Toledo's streak and how Toledo's gotten to the point where they're at. Right now our focus is on how to shut down their offense and how to hit their pitching staff and how to win. So their streak, that's on them. For me and our team, we that doesn't matter to us at all. So we're going to spend our time today focusing on how to beat Toledo on Wednesday.
And not looking ahead too much, since I know the focus right now is only on Toledo, but Miami's next opponent in the tournament will be either Ohio or Akron. They, along with several other teams, have very talented pitchers that the Redhawks will have to solve if they want to advance. What do you tell your team before each game to help them attack any particular pitcher?
We're not going to worry about any other team at this point other than Toledo. Toledo's got a great pitching staff, and if we don't get past them in game one, that doesn't matter. So, again, our focus is solely on Toledo and whoever we face next. We'll prepare for them when that time comes. But I just like to say I think that our kids are ready, they're hungry, and we're ready to go and compete this weekend, this week.
Finally, the MAC tournament can be a long grind. What are the keys to surviving and winning the title?
We just have to stay the course, and we have to take each game one game at a time. From a motivational standpoint, our kids are pretty motivated, and like I said, they're hungry. We can't make it too big. We have to take it. First game's going to be against Toledo, and I want them to keep their focus narrow. But out of all the years that I've been here, I feel really good about where this team is physically and mentally. And I know that it's going to be, it's going to be a tough week, but I think our kids are up for the challenge, and it'll be a lot of fun come Wednesday. So,
All right. Thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
thank you.